Hello, I'm Charles Hoffman, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect two computers to your home studio setup and toggle between which computer has control of your computer monitor, mouse, keyboard, MIDI controller, and audio interface with a press of a button. This allows producers that you invite over to your studio to quickly take control of your recording rig with their laptop without unplugging a bunch of cables from your computer. If you're interested in music production tutorials and gear roundups, consider subscribing to the Black Ghost Audio YouTube channel. Recently, I moved into a new home studio space and decided to get this platform desk made by Output. It lets you rack mount your gear, there's a cable management system, a MIDI keyboard tray, and as far as studio desks go, it's pretty affordable. I was loving the desk, but then I ran into an issue that I did not anticipate. I invited a producer friend to come work on some music, and in my old studio space, with all the cables plugged into my computer out in the open and easily accessible, I could just unplug them from my laptop and plug them into someone else's computer. My studio space looked like a disaster, but every cable was right there. In my new space, with all my cables wrapped up behind my desk and not easy to gain access to, getting this producer's laptop connected to my system turned into a 10 or 15 minute ordeal where I was behind my desk unplugging and untangling cables, which was a huge waste of time. After this experience, I decided there had to be a better way to go about allowing guest producers that I brought into my studio to connect to my system. I did a little bit of research online and found a couple great solutions. To give people the ability to toss their screen onto my main computer monitor, I set up an HDMI switch. One HDMI cable is plugged into my computer, and another HDMI cable is snaked through my desk and ready for someone to plug into. These two cables are connected to one side of my HDMI switch, and the output of this switch is connected to my monitor. When I press the button on the switch, I can toggle between screens. Once I got the HDMI switch set up, I realized there had to be something similar for USB devices, and lucky enough, there was. By plugging my keyboard, mouse, and MIDI keyboard into one side of this USB switch and connecting a different computer to each of the switch's outputs, I can quickly toggle between which computer has control of these peripheral devices. If your audio interface uses a USB connection, you can connect it to this switch as well. My particular audio interface uses a Thunderbolt 3 connection, and after spending days looking for a Thunderbolt 3 switch online, it looks like it doesn't exist. It seems that due to the complexity of Thunderbolt 3, creating a Thunderbolt 3 switch isn't a very straightforward process. You can find USB switches online that use USB-C ports, which are the same ports used by Thunderbolt devices, but it doesn't necessarily mean that these switches support Thunderbolt. You need to keep in mind that while Thunderbolt devices use USB-C connectors, not all devices that use USB-C connectors support Thunderbolt. Until a Thunderbolt 3 switch is created, this is the one and only cable I'll have to unplug from my computer when I invite other producers over. It's not ideal, but it's much less work than what I had to go through before. To hold these different cables in place and stop them from slipping through the hole in my desk, I've used a cable clip that I got as part of a pack off Amazon. This particular clip sticks to my desk, so I don't have to worry about it moving around. Even if you don't collaborate with other music producers that often, it still might be worth looking into an HDMI switch and USB switch if you own a desktop computer and a laptop. If you need to do some work on your laptop, it's nice to be able to quickly connect to your more elaborate setup and make use of your peripheral devices like your keyboard, mouse, and computer monitor. I actually want to show you how quick taking control of your system with a laptop is. With the cables I need already snaked through my desk and sitting in that clip, all I need to do is connect them to my laptop. The USB switch toggles to the new device automatically when it's plugged in, and then I just need to manually flip the HDMI switch. Now I can control the laptop with my peripheral devices and view its screen on my main monitor. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more music production tutorials. Also, if you're new to music production, consider checking out my Music Production for Beginners YouTube series. We'll teach you everything you need to know to start producing music, including which DAW to use, how to write your first song, and basic music theory. I also explain how to go about recording, mixing, and mastering music, so it's a great free resource you can take advantage of. I've linked to this playlist down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Break.